So this is today's app. It is Exploriments Weight and Mass, and it is free on the App Store. So this app is really colorful and it invites students to explore the working parts within 3 activities on this app, and you can go to any of the 3 activities within the app whenever you wish. So if you just want students to look at one of the activities, that's fine. If it is a review of the unit for weight and mass, then you can have the students do all 3 activities like within a review lab. So the main page of the first activity looks like this. And all these parts are movable. So the 100-kilogram ball, all the disc weights are movable, and it's kind of student driven to see what happens, allowing the students to form their own conclusions on any of the destinations or locations within the first half of the screen. So here, you could pick Mercury, Earth, Mars, any of those environments, and compare them to any of the environments on the right hand side. So you can compare Venus to Earth, or Earth to the moon, and see how different weights and different masses affect the weight on those environments. You can even go so much as going all the way to the sun. Some students will tell you, oh, it doesn't matter, can't get to the sun because you'll just burn up. But if we could get to the sun, you could figure out how each mass is different than the others in the other environments. So this app would be just great for my middle school students when we're studying mass versus weight within the classroom. The design is really easy to use, and even to create leading questions for this, like a lab sheet, would be awesome to use within the classroom. Through the learner-centered design, this app allows for the student to freely make choices in which enhances the learning, and allowing the student to draw his or her conclusions about what they're observing within the environment. So if you take a look at this in the upper right hand corner, you notice the actions button. Here you'll find a guided map with directions to scaffold the student learning of the specific topic. So in this case, it is altitude, the effect of altitude on weight and mass. And they also have this button called Insights, that give you little tasks to complete within the app, to kind of focus students, or even to focus the educator into creating lab sheets that will be used along with this app. Also, there's some extended opportunities on this app. They show other apps that this company has created: Exploriments, law of gravitation, simple pendulum. There's many, many, many more that they've created. So any science topic, I could probably find an app. So there's an app for that. So there's no time limits on any of these activities, so any level learner can spend as much or as little time as they need on this app to perform the tasks to understand the concept, which is really just so great because I have such a vast level of learners within my classrooms. So they're even talking about this on the app itself under the About button, where they're talking about the learning by doing approach, why they've actually created apps such as these, how the objects are responsive to the learner's touch in order for the learner to get the best experience possible with their applications. Also, they talk about the unusual and imaginary devices. So, experiments have many unusual devices and simulations to teach difficult concepts. So, these students are able to understand concepts that seem vastly unattainable to them within the classroom by being able to hands on do these simulations within this application. So it's really nice to see an app like this, especially for hard concepts such as mass versus weight on within different environments that we're not able to actually visit in person, such as on Jupiter or Saturn.